Congratulations. You did it. You're officially the youngest millionaire ever. 7 figures. Your name. Your account. Take a second and really let that sink in. Because this moment, most people spend their entire lives chasing it. And you just reached it early. But here's the part nobody tells you. This doesn't feel the way you thought it would. There's no dramatic music. No crowd cheering. No perfect ending. Just you sitting there, staring at a number that changed everything. And somehow, it still feels quiet. You didn't grow up thinking this was possible. Money to you was always something limited. Something you had to think about. Carefully, every decision mattered. Every expense had a consequence. You remember those moments. The hesitation before buying something small. The conversations about bills. The silent understanding that money wasn't something to play with. It was something to survive with. No one sat you down and explained wealth. No one taught you investing. No one showed you how to build something bigger, because no one around you had done it. So for a long time, you followed the same pattern. Study, work, earned, repeat, and deep down, you felt it. That quiet feeling that something was missing, like you were capable of more, but didn't know how to reach it. Then something changed. Not all at once, not dramatically, just a small shift. A thought, a realization, that maybe there was another way. You started learning, quietly, late nights, early mornings, watching, reading, trying to understand how money actually works. It felt confusing at first, like entering a world with rules no one ever explained to you. But you stayed. You kept learning. You kept trying. And most of the time, you failed. Ideas didn't work. Plans didn't go as expected. Time felt wasted. Energy felt drained. And there were moments, real moments, where quitting felt like the smartest decision. Because nothing was guaranteed. Nothing was stable. And everyone around you was living a safer life. A predictable life. And for a second, you considered going back. Back to normal. Back to safe. Back to average. But something inside you stopped you. Not confidence. Not certainty. Just refusal. Refusal to accept that this was all life had to offer. So you kept going, even when it didn't make sense. Even when it didn't look like progress. You kept building. Slowly. Quietly. And then, one day, something worked. Not big. Not life-changing. Just enough. Enough to feel real. Your first real money. Money you created. Money that didn't come from trading hours. And that moment changed everything. Because now, it wasn't just theory. It was proof. You doubled down. Worked harder. Thought smarter. Took bigger risks. Now the pressure shifted. Before, you were afraid it wouldn't work. Now you were afraid it would, and then disappear. So you became more careful. More focused. More disciplined. You stopped chasing quick wins and started building something real. Time passed. Progress stacked. Slow at first, then faster. Then one day, it happened. No warning. No big announcement. Just you and a screen. You checked your numbers. Paused. Checked again. And again. Trying to make sure it was real. And it was. $1 million. You stared at it, waiting to feel something huge. Something overwhelming. Something different. But what you felt instead was silence. Not emptiness. Just stillness. Because there's no reference point for this. No one in your life prepared you for this moment. You thought about telling someone. But who? Who would actually understand what this means? Not just the number, but everything behind it. The nights, the failures, the sacrifices, the pressure. So you sat there, alone, letting it sink in. And that's when you realized something. You didn't just make money. You crossed a line most people never cross. And now, everything changes. Money solves problems. That's real. No more constant stress. No more checking your account before every decision. No more living in fear of what if. But new problems appear. Bigger ones. Now you have to manage it. Protect it. Grow it. Because making money is one game. Keeping it is another. And nobody taught you that. So you start learning again. About investing. About risk. About long-term thinking. You realize money is not just about earning. It's about decisions. Every move matters now. Every choice has consequences. And that weight changes how you think. You go back to your normal environment. Same people, same places, same routines, but something feels different. Not them, you. You see things differently now. You notice patterns, mindsets, habits. You understand why most people stay where they are. Not because they can't grow, but because they don't see beyond what they know. There's pride when people look at you, but there's also distance. Not intentional, just natural, because your world expanded, and theirs stayed the same. You try to explain things, your mindset, your approach, but it's hard, not because they don't understand, but because they've never needed to think that way. And that's when it hits you. Being early, being first, comes with weight. You become the example, the proof, the one people look at, the one they ask, the one they expect answers from. And sometimes, that feels like pressure, because you're still learning, still figuring things out, still growing. But now, you're ahead, and that changes everything. You start thinking differently about the future. Not just your future, but what comes after. Your family, your lifestyle, your freedom. You realize this isn't the end. It's just the beginning. Because 1 million is not the goal. It's the entry point. Now it's about building something bigger, something stable, something that lasts. You think long-term, years, decades, not quick wins, but real growth. You move differently now, more intentional, more focused, more aware. Because now, it's not just about making money. It's about keeping it, growing it, and using it the right way. And somewhere along the way, you notice something else. Peace, real peace, the kind that comes from knowing you're okay, that no matter what happens, you have options, and that feeling is priceless. But it didn't come easy. It came with sacrifice, with doubt, with risk, with moments where everything felt uncertain. And that's the part people don't see. They see the result, not the journey. They see the number, not the cost. But you remember every step, every mistake, every late night, every moment you almost gave up. And that's why this matters, because you earned it. So yeah, you became the youngest millionaire ever. But more importantly, you became the one who changed your life, the one who refused to stay average, the one who created a different path. And that is real success. Not loud, not flashy, but real. And this is just the beginning. Because now, what you do next matters even more. So don't stop here. Keep building, keep learning, keep growing. Because this story is far from over. If you made it this far, subscribe for more, and comment below what level you're on right now.